Hey guys, today we're canning okra. A lot of people have asked for this recipe and I do have it on Deep South Homestead from last year. But when I was canning okra this time, I was in the meat bartering thing and we were full speed ahead canning okra and squash and, potatoes, and we did tomatoes, we did everything. So we were canning for someone else. So I slightly videoed the process and I'm going to talk about it now, and then I'm going to show you what was going on during that canning process. First off, the recipe came from Old Alabama Gardener. I saw Mr. Charles do this, and so he and I talked on the phone. He walked me through it and gave me all the recipe and everything. And so I did a video last year. I also did a video, and I'm going to try and link them, that I cooked the okra a few weeks later to check it. We cooked some of the okra. This has been a year and a half. I cooked some a couple of weeks ago that was in a jar that we did a year and a half ago. It was awesome. So we're going to talk about the process and what it is and how to do it. First off, to make 4 pints of okra. So it doesn't take much to make 4 pints, okay? It takes 2 quarts of cut up okra. So the pods we had when we were doing this okra were the little short pods, and it worked out really well. Just chopped it up. I measured out 2 quarts. Usually I measure about 2 quarts and a cup, just so I have enough for sure to make the 4 pints. You need 10.5 cups of water, 6 tablespoons of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of non-iodized salt. Either use canning salt or we use uniodized sea salt. Either one will work. If you use the iodized, your canning jars will look cloudy. So that's one reason why we do not use iodized salt. This is a very, very simple recipe. Once you get the okra cut up, it's just a few minutes and you're done. You heat the vinegar, the salt, and the water to boiling. When it gets to the boiling stage, you dump your 2 quarts of okra in there. You boil it for 8 minutes. I really don't stir it during that time. I just let it boil. Once the okra has boiled 8 minutes, have your jars ready. Have them already cleaned in hot water, ready to go. You take a hot jar out of the water. You pack it with your okra. You can take and use a tool and push down the okra a little bit, but don't overfill and don't push down too much because you will break your okra apart. Okra is real tender at this stage. So you can just kind of bump it a little and do the best you can to put enough okra in a pint jar that it will be enough for a meal. I've had people ask about a quart or a pint and a half, any of those jars. I don't see why it wouldn't do, but I've never used those, and so I can't tell you for sure. But once you get your okra in the jar, you take the same liquid you just boiled it in and you pour it over it. You put a hot lid and ring on it and you set it to the side. That's all there is to it. In about, I don't know, sometimes within 30 minutes, sometimes it may take longer, you'll hear a ping and it's sealed. That's it, okra in a nutshell. Really good. If it does not ping within 2 to 3 hours, put it in the refrigerator and use it. Don't let it just sit on the cabinet. We did, I think, close to 2 cases of okra for this lady, and every one of them sealed. We did not have any of them that did not seal. And like I told you, I've used this recipe. I like it. It's the best way to have okra long term if you do not have a freezer. Now we love ours in the freezer also. I do a lot in the freezer. We've also tried it. I have a link here too where we took it out of the freezer, let it thaw, put it in the boiling water and canned it. Waited a couple of weeks. We cooked it There was nothing wrong with it. So if you have just a small amount and you want to wait till you have enough, take and cut it up, freeze it. Don't do anything to it. Just cut it up, put it in the freezer till you have enough. Take it out, thaw it out, put it in boiling water. Same process. When you take it out of the jar, it's slimy. Do not rinse it. Just put your coating on it, twist it, turn it, let it coat pretty good. It's going to be kind of like a slimy, stuck together mess. As it fries, either whether you put it in deep frying or whatever, it starts breaking apart. Kind of weird, but it does. I use the air fryer. With the air fryer, I take and coat it, and it's in a kind of a lumpy mess. And then I sprinkle oil all over it and toss that oil in with the coating. It turned out really well because we don't fry anything anymore. We use the air fryer. I like that too. So guys, hope you enjoyed this little bit of how to can okra. And we want to thank Mr. Charles for the recipe, Old Alabama Gardener. Talk to you guys later.